serum testosterone report.
Cartage. And now, here's Johnny.
Made it till Wednesday. Oh, man, your mic's not on, Tony. I don't hear it. I can hear me just fine.
Can you hear me, Matt?
Matt doesn't have his headphones on. Can you hear Tony, Matt?
Tony might need to smack the mic around a little bit.
Smack it up. There you go. Boom. There you go. And I didn't get a hump day from Matt. Hump day!
Hump day!
There you go. Wednesday, April 29th. We are 2 days away from the Kentucky Oaks, 3 days away from the Kentucky Derby, 152nd running of the Derby. I saw a commercial on NBC last night that made me sad. The Oaks on Friday, coverage begins at 8 p.m. on NBC.
Yep.
You know, I know all these restaurants are upset about it and all these businesses that have after Derby things going on.
Yeah.
It's all about the money, and we were talking about tradition yesterday. And I think you asked the question, why don't they seed, why don't they let the horses that have made the most money pick their post position first? Because they've earned it. And the argument has always been, tradition, that's the way they've always done it. Pill, pull, post position draw, all of that stuff. Don't talk to me about tradition. If you're going to take the money and move the Oaks to 8:45 on a Friday night when everybody wants to get to the Derby early on Saturday, then you don't care about tradition. So Churchill can say all they want. They do not care about tradition when it makes them money.
It's all about money.
Period.
It's all about money.
I mean, hey, look at the prices, what you got to pay to go out
Well, you
there.
talked about it yesterday, Tony. I think you said that, now Tuesday is basically the day that the Louisvillians have to go. Actually, it's Wednesday, but it's today. 5:02 day, I guess, is today. But
and John, I was out there.
It's so expensive to go anymore.
Great crowd, but here's the deal. You got to pay to park. I mean, it's not free parking. You got to find somewhere to park. Second of all, you get in for $5. Great deal. I talked to some people I knew. $13 for a 16-ounce beer,
Yeah.
$20 for a drink. At least back in the day when they did them earlier in the week.
Here we go. Grumpy old men coming out
they
here.
did have the normal prices and then jack them up. And I know everything's expensive at sporting events. When you walk through that gate, you got nowhere to go.
Transportation and parking at big sporting events, not just the Kentucky Derby, but at big sporting events have become the biggest scam that there is.
Remember,
the biggest rape that there is of the dollar.
The national championship game in Indiana. Remember, I sent you all how much it cost to park across the street? It was like $1,000.
It costs $1,000 to park anywhere near the Super Bowl if you have a ticket.
Yeah.
It costs, if you go to an NCAA tournament game, it costs an arm and a leg to park. You see a sign that says $50 now? Take it.
Yep.
Take it immediately. And you're probably still a mile and a half away from the venue, but that's as good as it's going to get for big events. We heard about the train charge in New Jersey for the World Cup. It's going to be from MetLife Stadium back to wherever you're going on the train. It's going to be $100. Normally, it's $1,250. They're jacking it up to $100 on days involving World Cup games. That's crazy. But that's the world we live in.
Yep.
All right, let me get down off of this high horse real quick. Carnage hotline is open, 502-384-1450. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, 384-1450. Game Day Men's Health text line is open as well, 502-414-1450. Game Day Men's Health, redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. Matthew is with us today. Matt, did you get any sleep?
Not a lot.
You were tired Monday.
Yeah, I was exhausted Monday. The night before that, I did not get any sleep at all.
You're having dog issues, right?
Well,
That's what Ramon told us yesterday.
Well,
he's Ramon from now on, by the way.
Unfortunately, not anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. That's why I was out yesterday. All that was going on.
And I accidentally called him Ramon. Literally,
that's what we're going to
not
call him
on
from now on.
purpose. I've moved the A and the O. I switched the A and the O.
He probably liked that.
And
Kind of cool.
boy, I'm telling you what, in my old age, it's falling apart, man. I'm
right with you, John.
My mental capacity has taken such a dip in the last 6 months. It is frightening. I can't hear out of my right ear.
You know,
that's what the doctor tells me.
You know, you're only in your underwear.
I forgot to wear pants today. It's when I leave the house, who knows? I got on the road one day, I'd say a month ago, and I go, where am I going? I got in my car, went out of the driveway, literally thought, where was I going? I figured it out by the end of the road, but that's disturbing.
Well, I have the same issues, John, but if you ask anybody our age or older,
don't get old.
They all say the same thing. When I get worried,
everybody's in the same boat.
I do that. That happens to me.
Oh, man. All right, let's get to some sports.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Kentucky fan, I don't know how to tell you to feel here. I really don't. Tyron Stokes picks Kansas. First of all, the way he did it, did you watch?
Yeah, I did.
Take your time. They're not Charles and Shaq.
Well, him and Kenny Smith just should have went out for dinner.
Charles and Shaq aren't doing a show here. Just take your time, pull out the box, open the gift, put it down low. There's no NBA games coming up.
Is anybody surprised though?
No,
I
wasn't.
And I will tell Kentucky fans this. And
I was surprised he actually committed.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
Open the
I'm
box
just going to
like,
Kansas.
Hold up two shoes, Kentucky. This is Adidas and this is Nike. I don't know which one I'm doing yet, but maybe next week I'll tell you. Yeah. I will say this to Kentucky fan. I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over this.
Very talented player.
Very talented.
He can do it all.
We saw him, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I saw him
Played
over
at
at
Saint- He's a Kentucky native, so that kind of makes it.
Louisville native.
Louisville native, that kind of makes it stings a little bit that you don't get that guy. I get it. Number 1 player in the class. I get it. Projected number 1 pick in the draft next year. I get it. I get all of that. He might not be good in the locker room. Let me just say it that way. Because he seems like he's all about himself.
I'm going to probably agree with you.
He seems like, and look, he's a kid.
Talent.
There are a lot of kids
Money.
that are all about themselves that get their act in order as they get older. They mature. But this guy could be a problem for Kansas. He could be a problem wherever he decided to go. And I'm not saying you didn't want him. You did want him because he's the number 1 player in the country. I get that. But at the end of the day, let's see how it works out. Kentucky settles for, and I don't want to say it that way, but that's how everybody feels, settles for 6'7" Justin McBride, a transfer from James Madison, 15.3 points, 5.6 rebounds, 40% three-point shooter. Here's my question, Tony. The timing of this, Justin McBride signing, very interesting.
Oh.
Was he waiting to make sure Stokes wasn't wearing the big blue and white?
I bet he was. Plus, there's more cash available when
Absolutely.
you don't have to mortgage your university.
And by the way, signings are still not over here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? If you sign Stokes, you might not get anybody else. Now, I think there are guys that were waiting on the fence, maybe from foreign countries, that are going to say, you know what, that's a good spot for me. And Kentucky's got some money to spend now that they didn't have to give to Tyron Stokes.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I mean, the transfer portal and the signing, you're trying to blend a team for 1 year. And what you just said, John, Tyron Stokes, I mean, I've watched him play. I watched him play at Rainier in Washington on television.
Yeah.
He got kicked out of
The school before that.
And his attitude on the floor is horrible. But that changes, I know, when you move to the next level. I mean, he's going to be an NBA player.
He will.
But you're right. When you're trying to blend a bunch of guys and you have some people that are all about themselves, attitudes change, man, and they might win it all. Kansas, they'll have the talent.
Now the Kentucky fan base is understandably upset with what's happened, not just yesterday, but what's happened throughout this entire transfer portal situation, this entire month, because you didn't get anybody. You got a couple guys, but not the guys that were targeted at the top of your list, and I understand that, but in this new world, you have no idea what your team's going to be like.
No idea.
When November rolls around. You have no idea. You don't know what Louisville's going to be like. You don't know what Kansas is going to be like, even though they got Stokes. You don't know what UConn's going to be like, even though they got guys back. Florida. You just don't know because every team is going to have a bunch of turnaround.
And what happened? And look what's happened to Kentucky with injuries. You get an injury, and they're trying to blend that team, and you're putting your team around a player, and then somebody goes down. And we've seen it on a lot of schools when somebody gets hurt, and they think they're a draft choice.
Yeah. We're not going to mention any school names here.
It's time to sit out.
You know what?
A bunch of them. I can probably give you 5 off the top of my head.
You got dads, you got agents, you got friends, you got business managers, you got all of these people telling you, hey, you're a lottery pick. You don't need to come back any sooner. They've already paid you.
Yep.
And you don't need to come back until you're 110% healthy. Not 100% healthy, 110%.
Nobody plays to an injury anymore if they're a draft choice, do they?
They do not.
They don't worry about winning the national championship or playing for the name on the front. They're there. They're there for a year.
And
then if you can keep them another year because they're not going to get drafted high and you're going to pay them a bunch of money, you might get them. But look at all the guys that have played at some of these schools that have switched schools that were, top guys. They want more money.
And look,
I don't blame them.
It doesn't always work out. DJ Wagner was supposed to be in the NBA 2 years ago.
Aaron Bradshaw was supposed to be there too.
It doesn't always work out. Maybe Stokes gets to Kansas, and all of a sudden he's not the number 1 pick in the draft. He's not a lottery pick like Wagner, like Bradshaw. It doesn't always pan out the way we think it's going to pan out. And for that reason, Kentucky fans should not be on social media ripping everybody. Now, Kentucky's made a big mistake.
That's Kentucky fan.
Kentucky, I think, is still making a huge mistake by not getting one guy to be the general manager, take care of all of this nonsense that all of a sudden you got 10 people trying to take care of different things. Have one guy. It's working everywhere else. I mean, look at the blueprint. It's pretty simple. Swallow your ego and hire a general manager. Whatever's stopping you from doing that, stop letting it stop you from doing that.
Yep.
You need a GM.
Can you imagine being a college coach and even if you have a general manager, what you have to deal with when these kids walk in? They show Stokes' mom, and I guess that was his agent.
Yeah.
Sitting there. And then Kenny Smith. We played on till he was 11 years old, and had Mom over there. And they could take Kenny Smith.
Why is he not at North Carolina?
And put him in Yosemite Park and let him do the game.
Tony's not a Kenny Smith fan.
Legit.
Tony wants to have dinner with Draymond Green and Kenny Smith.
I don't hate Kenny Smith.
You don't like him?
He's terrible.
Oh.
Don't you think he is on that show? I mean, they can kind of make fun of him and do stuff. But Charles is great.
He slows the show down.
Yeah.
He slows it down.
And Ernie's great.
And also, Kenny Smith is always smarter than everybody else on the panel.
That's the biggest problem.
He thinks he's always smarter than everybody else on the panel.
Yep.
Shaq's great. Ernie's great. Charles is Charles.
3 out of 4.
But
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Kenny Smith ruins that. When he starts talking, I change the channel.
I stop listening.
I change the channel and then I turn it back because I always want to hear what Charles and Shaq have to say. Both of them.
I can't understand Shaq half the time.
Shaq, by the way, his praise of Wembanyama last night. He's usually a guy that tells you the flaws of the big man because he was one of the greats.
Yeah, he likes to tell you what guys can't do.
But he was glowing about Wemby last night. Best big man ever, he called him after the game. He's going to be the best big man ever because he can shoot. He can see the floor. He can handle. He can shoot from deep. He
can shoot over him.
I was watching Dan Patrick's show this morning before I came in, and he said they need to have a new category: shots altered, because Wemby shots discouraged. That's what he called it.
Guys
get in there, and now they won't shoot it.
Yep.
Because they're looking around.
They know he's there somewhere.
They're seeing ghosts. They're looking around. Where is he? He's in here, and it's not going to end well. Portland won one game in this series. You know why? There was no Wemby that night. He didn't play.
He got the concussion.
So, anyway, Stokes goes to Kansas. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. But don't just anoint Kansas the national champions. That's
Florida.
It would be silly. Yeah, that's Florida or UConn. Yeah, Florida's 8-1 now, Tony. I went over yesterday just to see. And I was going to bet Florida because the couple of guys they got back, I thought, look, they're a lock to be in the top 4 going into the tournament probably. So I was going to bet them at 15, 16-1, 8-1. Couldn't do it.
Couldn't pull the trigger
on 8-1. I know
those are good odds, what you're going to get during the season.
I know Scooter makes fun of me for wanting to get value bets, but, 8-1 might get to 5-1 by the time the middle of the season gets around. But we'll see. You never know. All right,
did the Oilers win last night, John?
The Oilers won last night, Patrick.
Let's go, Oilers. They're not dead yet.
They're not. They're on life support.
Yeah, they're on life support.
They beat Anaheim 4-1. Anaheim still leads the series 3-2. They'll play back in California coming up, I think, Friday. Maybe Thursday. I think it's Friday, though. So they're still alive. Draisaitl with a couple of goals here on the Hockey Minute. This is the Hockey Minute.
And McDavid played for all you people who were worried.
I was worried. The Reds win again. We lost another manager yesterday, got the axe. We'll talk about that. A great Ohtani question that we came up with before we went on the air. I want to talk about. We got birthdays coming up. The NCAA tournament, they're going to announce it. It's going to be 76 teams next year. We'll talk about that and NBA as well, all after the break. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage, Big X. Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. John, Tony, and Matt here on this Wednesday. Late April.
Interesting talk. People our age used to get ticket stubs for going to events, and we kept them all.
Yeah.
And now it's on a phone, or you got to
a piece of paper.
Yeah. I mean, those ticket stubs were cool.
Matt doesn't understand that.
I got a whole box.
I have ticket stubs in my wallet right now.
Do you?
Yes.
But doesn't that stink when you go to a concert or a sporting event, you don't have the ticket?
Britney Spears.
I wish. It'd be an iconic.
Taylor Swift. You got Taylor Swift?
That one's too expensive for me.
Led Zeppelin.
No.
U of L, Duke.
Here, hold on. I'll pull them out. I'll tell you exactly what I got.
That was my guess.
I do save all my press credentials.
Louisville football versus Notre Dame 2 years ago at the home game they won.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I have Champions Day at Churchill Downs.
Okay.
That was 2 years ago as well. I got Louisville versus Duke, L&N Stadium.
Boom!
No, wait a minute. Football?
That's football, yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
And then I have a Louisville City ticket.
And why are they in your wallet?
I don't know. I just like keeping some of them.
I keep them all, man.
Don't you have a home?
Yeah, but
Okay,
I like to keep all of them are from games that I had a really good time at, and I keep them in my wallet. I don't know if it's from memories.
That.
Do you keep your media credentials?
I do. I keep all of them.
I do too.
There's a app out there that it's called Memento, and what you do is you log on, make an account. It's like a social media app, but it's for sports fans. You log on, make an account, and you look up any game you've ever been to, and it makes you like a mobile
Why
ticket.
didn't I think of that?
And you save it, so you can keep a collection of all the games you've been to with all the scores.
You know, I've complained about not having stubs here for the last few years. Why didn't I come up with this idea?
Because you're not that smart.
Gosh, that's a great idea. Absolutely great.
I've been doing it for 3 years now.
Phoenix Hill Richards got concert and ball games in his frame.
He's got them framed.
Which is cool. And he's got a table that has a lot of concerts.
My kids gave me a glass front, a wooden case, glass front, to put all my media credentials in for Christmas. And they're all in there, man.
I've got a box in my basement with tickets stacked in.
Yeah, crazy. M&M Cards Hotline's open, 384-1450, 384-1450. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, Matt is manning the phones today. Gameday Men's Health text line open as well, 414-1450. Hey, don't forget the 2026 Big X Sports Radio golf cart is out. By far the best deal in the game. You can play Park Mammoth, Old Capitol, Elk Run, Valley View, Wooded View, and Christmas Lake in Santa Claus, Indiana. The card value is $350, actually more than that. You can purchase yours today for $149. Supplies are limited. Get yours at bigxsportsradio.com or call 812-725-1457. All right, NBA last night, Philly beats Boston 113-97. Who saw that coming? Who saw that? The Celtics played, and I'm a Celtics fan.
I said the Sixers would cover.
They played the worst fourth quarter I think I've ever seen them play. They were awful. And this is a Celtics team for the last few years. If they're shooting the three well, they win. If they're not, they lose. It is really that simple.
But
they didn't shoot it well, especially in the fourth quarter last night.
Don't you think that's the Sixers team they thought they had?
Yeah, because you had George healthy.
And everybody playing.
Embiid played well last night. He kind of reminded you what he could be. He's still hunched over. I mean, this guy's been through so many injuries.
Yeah, but
he's not fleet of foot at all. Well,
did you see him guarding Tatum that one time?
But, Tony, you know when you're a back injury, how can you work out?
You can't. And he said that in an interview after the game.
33 points and 8 assists last night, though. And Tatum, you talk about Tatum, he had a double-double, and I would still say he was awful last night. Terrible, especially in the fourth quarter, they stunk. Tyrese Maxey, 25 and 10 rebounds last night. They will have to play Game 6. Celtics will have to go to Philadelphia, which they were hoping to avoid having to go back there, but they played bad enough to have to go back there now. And give Philly credit.
Yeah.
They've won 2 of 3 in Boston. So even if it comes back for Game 7, they'll be confident that they can win in Boston.
Yeah, that team last night when Maxey's great like he is a lot of times, and if you get Embiid to dominate around the basket, that just opens it up. And Paul George said a few of those little fallaways he used to make all the time.
And Edgecombe, who finished third.
Edgecombe's good.
Who finished third in the Rookie of the Year voting. That's a great draft pick. At least right now, it looks like it's a great draft pick. The Knicks over Atlanta, that made me 2-0 in the Max Pack. I was flying high. 126-97 in the Garden last night. The Knicks take a 3-2 lead. Jalen Brunson, 39 points and 8 assists in that one. Karl Anthony Towns,
whooping. It
was a whooping. Karl Anthony Towns had 16 points and 14 rebounds. They'll go back to Atlanta for Game 6. Quinn Snyder basically said, hey, look, the Knicks came out and played defense and beat us up a little bit, and we had no answer. So that's the Knicks team that Knicks fans have been waiting to see here in the early in the playoffs. With Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson doing their thing. You get help from Anunoby, who had a double-double. You get help from McBride. Bridges came off the bench, I think, last night.
Yeah, he started, but he didn't really. I thought he did better than that.
But if the Knicks play D like that, they're going to be in a lot of games. Now, don't get all excited, Knicks fans, because you're going to get Boston in the next round. And I am assuming the Celtics win one of the next two games. And I don't think that's a good matchup at all for New York, but we'll see. San Antonio in the West, they finish off Portland 114-95. That was my loser in the Max Pack, so 2-1 last night in the Max Pack. San Antonio wins that series 4-1. And Victor Wembanyama, 17 points, 14 rebounds. And as I mentioned in the opening segment, the new stat, shots, what did I call it? Shots starts with a D.
Not taken or something.
You don't want to take a shot because you think he had 6 block shots, but he had so many more shots altered or discouraged. That's the word. Shots discouraged, where they got inside and just didn't want to take it. De'Aaron Fox, they called him the closer last night. He had 21 points and 9 assists. When they got him from Sacramento for a cup of coffee, that was a great pickup, De'Aaron Fox.
They're deep, man. Fox is so
well,
good controlling
I
it.
didn't talk about Castle.
Yeah, and Vassell, I mean, he's good.
And the rookie Harper.
Harper's
Dylan
really
Harper.
Good. He's going to be a super player, man.
San Antonio, if they can keep this core together.
6th man of the year, Keldon Johnson.
Man, they are going to be good for years to come. Years to come. So there's your winners last night. I'll give you 3 winners tonight. At least I'll try to. Orlando at Detroit, 7 o'clock, Tony. We need our Pistons to come back and win this series. Well, not just win tonight.
It's our Magic, too, but we want our Pistons to beat our Magic.
Orlando can finish off Detroit tonight. That's 7 o'clock on Amazon Prime. 7:30 on ESPN, Toronto at Cleveland. That series is tied 2-2. Cleveland dominated the first 2 games, and then Toronto bounces back. Cleveland, I think this is as close to a must-win as you can have for Cleveland. They don't want to go back to Toronto down 3-2. And finally, at 10 o'clock, Houston and the Lakers. Lakers won the first 3 in this series. Houston with a courtesy win in Game 4. Lakers are 4.5-point favorites in this one. That's the closest spread of the night. But they want to finish off Houston here because they don't want to go back to Houston. And I get all that with the 3-1 lead and playing at home here tonight. They'd like just as soon end it. But that's what the Celtics said last night, so you never know. I don't know if Durant's going to play tonight. I think we'd be surprised if he's going to play tonight. But Reed Shepherd had a great game the other day in Game 4. But, again, it was one of those games where anybody that's up 3-0, you kind of feel like they're going, let's mail it in. Courtesy sweep is fine here. Gentleman's sweep is 4-1. That'd be fine. Hey, Scooter's joined us. Hello, buddy.
Went to the bullpen again.
I got to turn my mic on, dude.
You know, this is I think you need a day off. This is 3 relief appearances in a row. You're going to hurt your arm.
Yeah, they're short relief.
That's the joke's on you all because this is 1960 where we don't have restrictions. And we're just going to trot somebody out there every night.
There you go. You can't keep Scoot down.
I'd like to go back and just start 1970 over again, just go from there. Just 1970. I'm 6 years old. Turning 7.
I'll start at 70.
What was your all's big cartoon at that age?
Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
All the normal ones.
Looney Tunes.
Roadrunner, all the
Hong Kong Phooey.
Loved Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah, we had some good ones. All right, NCAA tournament's going to 76 teams. Next year, by the way. It's coming quick. They're going to formally announce it within the next couple of weeks. The NCAA is kind of saying no decision's been made yet, but everybody knows that the decision has been made. You're going to have 12 games each, Tony, on Tuesday and Wednesday to get it down to.
You like that?
To get it, well, gambling wise, I like it. To get it down to 64. But Dayton will be one site, and then the other site will be a West Coast site. That's what they're saying. So that to help out with travel here. And then the teams that win on Tuesday will play on Thursday. The teams that win on Wednesday will play on Friday, and so on and so forth. Here's what I don't want anymore. If you're going to do this, I don't want to hear one coach whining about not getting in the tournament.
Yeah.
If you can't get in with the top 76, if you're close.
You're 77.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Well, you know, we're 19 and 16. We sure thought we should have got in. Look how many Tier 1 wins we have. I'm sorry, you're the 77th team. Even if you were the 75th team and you got left out for some reason, I don't want to hear it.
The NCAA is saying it's not money driven. The primary driver of this move hasn't been money.
Jesus.
But rather access for at-large bids for Power conferences. The expansion has been pushed by Power conferences, which have grown throughout the course of the current.
That's
deal.
true. That's true. But don't lie to me. If you're going to lie to me, at least buy me dinner first.
Yeah,
don't lie to me and tell me it's not about money. It's completely about money.
The expansion isn't expected to be a financial windfall for the NCAA and its members, but sources stress there would be a profit. No blank.
No crap. You're going to make a little extra money?
They're not going to make any money, but they're just going to add teams because they want more teams.
Yeah, but we're only going to make a couple.
Well, you got to pay for logistics and
travel. We're only going to make about $1 million more. So, okay. Yeah, that's too bad. Tony, any objections to this going to 76 teams?
I think they should have kept it where they had it.
Should they have kept it at 64?
I always thought that's what it should have been.
I mean, why have
I agree with Scoot.
Play-in games? Basically, or first four is what they call it now. They used to actually, at least they used to be honest and call them play-in games. They don't even do that anymore. Now it's the first four.
Have more games on television, more money on television, more money.
Yeah, when the contract comes up, they're going to say, we got more games now, so you got to pay us more money. They're already getting $1 billion from CBS and TNT and TBS for all this coverage.
I have been pretty well grumpy old man against all this. I don't want the tournament to change. But, John, shouldn't you and I love this because we're gamblers, and that just means more games to gamble on?
The gamblers do love it. Absolutely. Brendan Sorsby loves it.
You beat me to it.
Too soon?
Too soon.
That's pretty good.
I actually was thinking it and didn't say it.
Well, that's never been my problem. I usually say things I shouldn't say. I have no filter. But, it's – hell, let's just let everybody in.
Just conference tournaments, yeah.
Conference tournaments would be the beginning of the tournament.
And then you have the at-large 70.
And after the tournament, everybody that won their tournament is in, and then we're going to – even teams that lost, we're going to have at-large teams come on in.
It's the same thing.
Let everybody play.
Everybody is playing out.
Get rid of the conference tournaments and just make a bracket.
Yeah.
Right? Just make a bracket. 256 team
That'd
bracket.
Be a big-ass bracket.
How about 256? That way 100 teams get left out.
Yeah.
Indiana will never miss the tourney again.
You're right.
I love it.
No Power 5 school will ever miss the tournament.
Everybody gets to hang a thing on their wall. They were in the tournament.
Oh, my God. All right, Reds win.
Yeah.
Yes.
They looked good.
Scooter was right. It was a bad day to be a Rocky.
They looked really good.
Ellie had a home run and 4 RBIs. And Chase Burns, did you see this?
Yeah.
Became the fastest Cincinnati Red ever to 100 strikeouts.
Oh, did not see that.
How about that?
Go Chase Burns.
And
they better hang on to him. I don't know what his contract status is. This is his second year basically in the league. But
it's kind of his first, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean
he came on late last year.
But didn't he pitched enough?
Probably so.
I just think that it's going to be hard to hold on to him when the money starts talking.
Oh, that's the whole Reds team.
But this is a guy that like Ellie, get that 9-year contract now. Get it now while they're young. Some teams are doing this. McGonigal at Detroit.
Yeah, but pitchers, man, if the arm goes.
Connor Griffin got a 9-year deal with Pittsburgh before he played a game. before he played a major league game.
If I'm Reds brass, I'm much more likely to give a huge deal to Sal Stewart. That dude's the future.
You know, he was 0 for 3, and then he hit a 104 missile into the gap.
Yes, he did. I had him for a home run last night.
And when he hit it, you thought it was gone, didn't you?
I said, "Get up!" I yelled, "Get up!" at my TV.
I was watching, yeah. But
yeah.
here's the key, guys. Pitching. Burns, who pitched last night, ERA 2.65. Your boy Ashcraft, he is 1.20.
He had me nervous last night.
Centillion is 2.13.
He gave up. He got hit a little bit last outing, but he had not given up a run till then, and they didn't give up one last
And they
night.
bring Burke in, and he's 0.63. 0.63.
Your nephew.
That was the 4 guys they put in there.
Spells it different. The Reds are 19-10. They have a 1-game lead over the Cubs, who are 18-12, 1.5 game over the Cubs, who won last night. Cardinals won. They're in 3rd place. But 19-10, I think right now, Terry Francona's manager of the year in the National League.
For sure.
I don't know if I'd go for sure.
For sure.
Okay. Did you bet the White Sox last night?
Heck no, Tony. What, you think I'm crazy?
He told you to.
Did you?
Yeah, because
Soriano had a
Soriano was
they
pitching for
They ended up winning?
5-2.
Unbelievable.
Tony's on fire. I'm just going to listen to him.
Let's just hand the Max Pack over to him.
Now, that's just a slap in the face right there. All right, on that note, let's take a break. Birthday's coming up. We'll give you a Max Pack, talk a little baseball, and I'm going to go beat the crap out of Scooter real quick. Beers on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Todd and Scooter and Tony and everybody else, and Matt's gone. Thank you, Matt, for your service. Final segment.
Yeah.
On
Woo!
Wednesday.
Hump day.
There it is. M&M Cartage hotline's closed.
Shut it down.
Game Day Men's Health text line still open, 502-414-1450. Any text to the show, Mr. Producer?
That is a great question. I forgot that was my
job.
job.
To stretch it out there for you.
While we're waiting, Oaks first race is at 12:30.
On Friday.
Is at 7:40.
Sleeping in, baby.
What is?
The Oaks is at 7:40. First race is 12:30.
I thought they said 8 o'clock coverage begins on
It
NBC.
does. Oh, I don't know. It can't be.
That can't be right.
All right. I do have some text.
Go.
Patrick Murphy lets us know the Oilers kept their season alive.
We know that.
I know, but he's the hockey.
He is the voice of hockey.
Another texter says, checking to see if y'all will look at the text line, unlike Michael the Goldfish Bennett. We didn't look at the text line today.
Well, it's
2 hours, I didn't even look at it.
In Michael's defense,
It was a loaded show.
it's harder when you're on location somewhere
Sure.
to pay attention. One thing, you got guests, you got people all around you wanting to talk, so I'm gonna give him a little out there.
Another texter says, Scoots, tell John there will be 6 games Tuesday and 6 games Wednesday.
What did I say?
Not 12 games each.
Well,
day.
I said 12 games Tuesday and Wednesday. I probably said it wrong. But yeah, 12 games on Tuesday and Wednesday combined. Yeah.
Buzz asked, did Embiid listen to Barkley during halftime? Get your ass in the lane.
Hey, look, that guy is he's a good shooter. Don't underestimate the shooting prowess of Joel Embiid. He can knock it down.
When I screw up, I screw up. It says the Oaks is at 8:40.
There you go. So 8 o'clock coverage begins on NBC.
WLKY gave me bad, and I had to go to WDRB.
Yeah, that WLKY, come on.
Untrustworthy.
Always go where Weinberg's at, even for sports.
Buzz also says that he can see it now. Spears versus Scooter. 2 out of 3 falls. Texas tornado match. I'll be the referee.
First of
Tony
all,
can be the ring announcer.
no way I go 3 falls. No way. If I get him down,
You go 1.
if I get him on the ground, it's over.
Yeah.
If you can get on top of me, yeah.
I'll just
I
sit
think
on
you're
it.
quick enough, Scoot, to keep moving.
Yeah, you
But
ain't
if I
catching me.
can't get him on the ground, I'll wear out quickly.
But Scoot, you're going
I'll be done.
Scoot's going to wear out quick, too.
That's
He's
true.
just quicker.
Yeah, it's true. Cardio's not what it once was.
You know what? I think we could sell tickets to this thing. I like it. Buzz is a referee. You know I'm paying him off.
You know, when I
happening.
was living in Jacksonville, they did this thing called, I can't remember what they called it, but basically it was firefighters and policemen. They would do a charity boxing match with each other.
Oh, yeah.
And people freaking loved it. We should do that with the radio shows. Us versus ESPN Louisville. Let's do it.
If I get hit, I will crumble like a
I'd love to see Tony versus Drew Diener.
like a stale cookie, man. I will crumble.
I'd wear him out.
Yeah, he killed Diener. I have no qualms in saying that.
But we used to go to the Tough Man contest out at Louisville Garden.
It
Those
was
were
great.
unbelievable.
I was scared to death every time I was there.
We'd be betting on let's say it was Scooter and Matt fighting.
Oh, Matt wouldn't stand a chance.
One of us would take Matt, one would take Scooter, and we'd bet down there drinking, and
Yeah.
we'd have a ball.
I used to go to wrestling on Tuesday night down at the Gardens, and I'll never forget, I was standing on a chair cheering and yelling, and a whiskey bottle came flying by my head. Landed in the ring. Said, nope, not anymore. All right, let's do birthdays. All right, Scooter, get the meter ready here. Michelle Pfeiffer is 68 today.
I'm a
What?
fan.
Michelle Pfeiffer is 68 today.
didn't know she
That's
was that old.
Is she
crazy.
in this new thing on Paramount, the Madison with Kurt Russell? Is that her? I think it is.
I'm not sure, but she was Catwoman.
Scarface, man. And here's something I read. All that, the whips where she was knocking the heads off the mannequins, she actually did that. She trained and did that in one take.
She's not a Halle Berry Catwoman, but
She's pretty darn good. She might be my favorite Catwoman, even over Halle Berry.
We'll go 4.
Michelle Pfeiffer. She was in Tequila Sunrise. Scarface, of course.
Kill a Sunrise is an underrated movie.
It is. Daniel Day-Lewis, 69. There Will Be Blood. He played Lincoln, I believe, in the movie called, ironically, Lincoln.
Never saw it.
He's 69.
What
today.
happens at the end of that?
He gets shot.
Oh, okay.
Wow, spoiler alert.
He is an Academy Award winner, 69 years old today. Uma Thurman.
Now, there's somebody. Some people will give a 2, and some people give a 4.5.
She's 56 today. Pulp Fiction was her
Yep.
and Kill Bill. She was great in
Poison
Kill Bill.
Ivy.
And she was Poison Ivy. So we got Catwoman and Poison Ivy same birthday.
Same day.
It's unbelievable. They think
For
I'm
sure you're
81.
70.
Lane Smith. You don't know who that is, but he was the opposing lawyer, the opposing counsel in My Cousin Vinny. He was born on this date, 1936. Do you love My Cousin Vinny?
I just love Utes.
I know, but I love the movie. Eve Plum.
Fred Gwynn was in that.
Who?
Fred Gwynn.
Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster, yeah. Eve Plum is 68 today. Eve Plum. She played Jan on the Brady Bunch, the middle girl.
Why am I even putting that in?
Come on, man.
No, I know who Jan is. I didn't have to put it in.
Scooter?
I mean, if we
Eve
go
Plum?
back, we'll go 3.5.
Well, then what's Marcia? Right?
Who plays Marsha?
Maureen McCormick. She's got to be a 5 if Jan's a 3.5.
I'd probably put her at about a 4.
Marcia. Willie Nelson, Tony.
Don't ever smoke weed with Willie.
93 today. Oh, God. Well, I mean, legend. That's all you can say.
Yep.
Absolute
All right.
country music legend.
My first ever concert, he came out and did that song with Toby Keith.
Did he?
Yep.
Wow.
It was huge.
Beer for my horses, right?
They did Beer for My Horses, and they did the Never Smoke Weed with Willie.
Poncho and Lefty, man, one of my favorite songs.
93 years young, and I think he makes 100. I think Willie makes.
I
100.
mean, he's just his body's just been the same for the last
He's
60 years.
He's in tune with nature. That's what it is.
That's what it is, Scoot.
Of course it is. Jay Cutler is 43 today, former Bears quarterback, Vanderbilt quarterback. 43. The late Browning Nagel would have been 58 today, just passed away a few weeks ago, former Louisville quarterback. Andre Agassi. Were you Andre Team Agassi or Team Sampras when they played back?
I liked Agassi, man.
I like Pete.
Thought he
I like
was
Sampras.
cool. Now he's ball-headed playing pickleball.
Which
Beat
makes him
people's
even better,
butts.
right?
He kicks everybody's butt.
And he's
in
married to
pickleball.
Steffi Graf, too.
Yeah.
56 today, Andre Agassi. One of my favorite names in college basketball history. 50 today. God Shamgod.
Oh,
Played at Providence.
Played a little bit NBA.
I give the parents a lot of you got to have some balls to name your son God. God Shamgod is.
They didn't call
50.
him good either. Call him God.
Louisville native, St. X grad, PGA Tour professional, major winner. Justin Thomas is 33 today.
33.
Two-time PGA championship winner.
Won't win another one.
Speaking of golf, Johnny Miller, 70. Well, that was mean.
He won't.
Johnny Miller, 79 today. You know, I'd almost bet you on that, but
Let's do it.
I might be dead before he wins it. So. Johnny Miller, 79 today. Great golfer. Zach McKinstry, if you want a home run hitter tonight.
Did my one from yesterday hit?
Who was it yesterday?
I can't remember.
McKinstry is 31 today. He plays for the Tigers. Yesterday it was. No, we didn't have one yesterday.
Oh, maybe
Matt Chapman.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. I don't think he hit one, but I can't say that for sure. Zach McKinstry's 31. Rick Burleson.
Rick Burleson.
What'd they call him, Tony?
Rooster.
The Rooster, former shortstop of the great mid-70s Red Sox teams, is 75 today.
Number 7, I believe.
Former shortstop Louis Aparicio, the White Sox Hall of Famer, is 92 today.
Number 11.
And Ron Washington, former Texas Rangers manager, now he's coaching third for somebody.
He's had a little run into with the law.
We know what he's doing today.
He's had, what's he doing today, Skip?
Oh, we can all use
Little
our,
white powder?
We can use our imagination.
What was the 420? Was that what that thing was?
Ron Washington is 74 years young today.
Chapman did not hit a home run because the Giants didn't score yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. When you put a goose egg up, probably not a home run. Those are your birthdays. Time for today's Max Pack, presented by InsureMax. Chad Hennessy and InsureMax, proudly serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. Call Chad at InsureMax today for all your insurance needs, 479-4085. 2-1 last night. The Trailblazers stopped me from being undefeated last night. Orlando at Detroit. Detroit's 9.5 tonight, Tony. I'm going to take Orlando because they match up well against Detroit. I do think the Pistons win this game to stay alive tonight,
By 8.
but 9.5 is a lot of points.
They're
So
gonna win by
I'm
8.
going to take Orlando plus the 9.5. Toronto at Cleveland. Cleveland blew them out. Well, beat them handily. I don't want to say blew them out. In the first 2 games at home, they're back in Cleveland tonight after losing 2. I'm going to give the 8.5 and take the Cleveland Cavaliers to win that one big tonight. I like the Knicks was my play of the game yesterday. This is my play of the day tonight.
I like your pick there.
And Houston and the Lakers. Lakers are 4.5-point favorites. I'm going to assume Durant's not going to play tonight.
He's not.
Is Luka back? Well, Luka won't be back. Is Reeves back tonight? That's the other question I would have. I know he's questionable. If he plays, I would take the Lakers. I think even if he doesn't play, Houston's kind of just they're running out the string now.
Says he's day-to-day like we all are.
So I'm going to take the Lakers and give the 4.5 here. So Orlando, Cleveland, and the Lakers, that is your max pack. All right. Reds win 7-2. Talked about that. Rob Thompson gets fired by the Phillies. Don Mattingly is the interim coach for the interim manager for the rest of the year. Former Dodger manager.
Marlin manager, too.
Do you hear who the Phillies tried to hire?
Who did they try to hire?
On Sunday, after he was fired, they tried to hire Alex Cora.
Really?
And he turned it down. So that means they had already known they were going to fire their coach on Sunday.
Well, does that also mean that he's making so much money from the Red Sox, he don't want to lose that?
Wanted to break.
He's going to take the break the rest of the year and then get to choose from whatever jobs come open at the end of the year, which apparently this is going to be one because Don Mattingly is interim manager, unless the Phillies make some kind of run here.
He's a Hoosier.
Isn't he getting $10 million, Cora?
I thought it was 13.
Oh, 13.
It's a lot of money.
Then why wouldn't you take a break and be with your family?
Go do a little
whatever?
TV if you want.
You got grandkids or
Maybe
whatever.
Do a little analysis. Here's a question that we asked before the show came on. Our buddy Jim was in here. Shohei Ohtani pitched last night. The Dodgers lost 2-1 to Miami, but he didn't bat. And that's the second game in a row, I think, Tony.
Third in his career.
Ohtani has pitched but not actually hit.
Ask Scooter the question.
Here's the question. You got one ticket to a Dodger game. Ohtani, do you want him to pitch or do you want to watch him bat 4 times?
Bat 4 times.
Easy. That was a quick answer.
Easy.
Because he's a great pitcher, and as Jim pointed out, you're going to see more of him if he's pitching.
You are, but also when you're live in person at a baseball game, I don't feel like all that often you take time to appreciate the pitching. Whereas you always are appreciative
But I
of the
think
batting.
you would if it was Ohtani.
Well, the thing with Ohtani is, too, his power and his speed and all that stuff you want to see, too. It's just – but
I would be – here's what my point was. I would be disappointed if I walked in with my ticket and he was pitching. I'd say, this is great. But then he wasn't hitting.
then you'd be
That's when I'd be like, oh, man, how could I have picked the game that he's not batting?
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to do this more often now, the Dodgers.
Well, they said the last game I was watching it, the one before it, that it's just the turnover from pitching to getting in to hit, some innings and stuff. It's just a lot going on, and they just wanted him.
They needed him last night to hit.
Yeah.
Like I said, they lost 2-1.
If he doesn't try to pick a guy off
He
second.
throws it into center field, trying to pick a guy off, and they scored that run. That was basically the game winner. Rangers lose, Cubs win, Reds win.
I'm out tomorrow.
Tony will take the rest of the week off. I'll be back in here tomorrow with Scoots. Thanks for listening. Matt Dennison is next. Beers on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big X.